and then someone comes along and decides to take the blown plaster off this wall. Most of it has gone in the bin, but not all of it. It's like some art installation. Hi everyone, welcome to another day at the Chateau. Steve has actually been here for, well, he's been in France a week today, but he didn't come here a week today. He was shopping and driving. We have a reveal to film for Chateau DIY at the end of next week, and one of the rooms is the kitchen. And as you can see, we have done an awful lot of work, but there's a long way to go. Let me give you an overview of what Steve's done in the past week. So last time you'll have seen us on the scaffold tower balancing and wobbling. Well, he has completed the plasterboarding. So we're going to go and get some paint later, and it's my task to paint the plasterboard. So that's going to be fun. He's also spent a lot of time lime mortaring. So it looks really quite different on this wall to the left of the dresser back. When last you saw it, it was beautifully styled, and now it is naked. Obviously, doing the lime plastering is really messy job, as you'll see when I show you the floor in a minute. He's just mixing up another load to, this is what's left to do. This piece here in between, at the below the window, that bit's still a bit rough. This is going to be extremely challenging. To the right hand side there of the cooker, all the way down above the cooker. There you go. He's achieved a huge amount. He's done up so far here. It needs to go the rest of the way up. So he's done an awful lot, but we've got a long way to go. This unfortunately went all wobbly. He's tried to relay it once, and he's going to try again because it's right in one of the highest traffic areas in the doorway. So what do we need to do? I need to paint. He needs to plaster like his life depends on it. Tile to go back down. And look, I need to be on cleanup duty, but you're used to that. I'm currently cleaning in the Great Hall, but I can show you that in a minute. So an awful lot of cleaning, and then we also need to grout and seal this floor. I mean, it's quite a lot to do, and this is just the one room. We also have to do the bathroom. Oh look, one of our purchases this trip. Really gorgeous heavy graduating bowls, fab. Steve's done an awful lot of filling in the bathroom today, so we can get really good surfaces. I will have to be up, I'm going to be up high quite a lot in the next few days. I'm going to wait until tomorrow to sand this, and then another coat of paint, and we also need to grout the floor in here, and an enormous amount of cleaning. Right, I'll take you upstairs and show you what I'm doing, but you can, there you go. It's just about to get really noisy down here when that goes off, but it's gone 9 o'clock, so it's acceptable. He was doing some nice quiet filling when it was a little bit too early. This is one of my jobs for today. Henry Hoover has already been deployed, putting away luggage, getting dust sheets off, making the bed properly. Not that I'm saying that Steve's skills are not up to the job, but oh, in one of our video chats, when I was still in England, I said, why is the duvet cover around the wrong way? And the stripes are even going the wrong way. And now I come here and half of it's hanging out the bottom because the bottom's not been buttoned. Anyway, I am on severe clear up duty. You can see that our big Rene Galant is down. I'm going to try to take some photographs. This portrait is for us, that's staying here. But I need to photograph some of the new art. I don't know where he's put. I don't know where he's just put the other stuff. Oh, it must be behind here. Is it behind him? Ah, some hiding in there. So I need to be photographing that maybe later today. Oh, look, he's gone all wonky. That needs sorting. But my children and their girlfriends are coming at the end of next week. They're going to be doing some filming with Chateau DIY as well. And Callum hasn't been here in 3 years. We still didn't have running water. We had only just got electricity, I think, when he was here. And Dylan hasn't been in 18 months and the girls have never been. So I feel really under pressure to try to make everything look as good as it can be. They know it's a building site, but we'll see. Oh, I'm not showing myself as well because I look an absolute fright. I've just put on sun cream on my face, and once I've worked all day, I'm going to hop in the shower, and we are going to a nearby chateau this evening for a jazz evening, so I'll take a few clips there. That looks like that's going on quite well.
It's still too wet. I'm having to do certain bits and not others. Like, I'd really like to get some drier stuff in there, but...
Like making mud pies.
It's funny, you reach with each mix, however good or bad it is to start, it reaches an optimum.
I'm sure. It's a big old barrow load, so there is quite a time lapse from beginning to end.
Yeah. But when it's wetter, it's easier to go across semi-smooth surfaces.
It's looking like it's easy. It's looking more like when you're doing filler.
It's quite frustrating at times, though.
Well, it's not the easiest of surfaces to work with to start with,
No,
is it?
and I'm sure I am trying to cut out a couple of stages. I'm sure professionals would throw a rough coat on and do another slightly less rough coat and then get a third or fourth to get where I'm trying to get in one. Because old John Watson, he was most certainly telling me I needed to...
John Watson? Are you meaning the electrician?
Yeah. To do layers.
Yes. It's probably got more longevity if you do layers. Are you just feeling that you're so old now that it's like, hey ho?
Well, I feel that way about a lot of it, that in 50 years' time somebody else can worry about it.
How rude. I think what you mean is that you're a craftsman, Your Honour. There, this is coming along, and Steve has just cut the pieces to sandwich in this pilaster. So that will need painting and blending in with the original paint on the pilaster, but it gives him a hard edge to go up to there to do the plastering. So, but it's gone from raining outside to it's absolutely sizzling sunshine. So yet again, I was doing some weeding in between cleaning, and I got rained on, and then I was like, oh god, I'm really, really hot outside. So I've done a bit more and then come inside to supervise, obviously. No, he's too deep in concentration. He's just wetting the wall to get the lime to adhere better, so that the dry walls don't soak all of the moisture too quickly out of the mortar. Can I say I've just been cleaning this hallway because it was terrible and crunchy underfoot, and then someone comes along and decides to take the blown plaster off this wall. Most of it has gone in the bin, but not all of it. He just did the same in the kitchen. I just cleaned the kitchen floor, and then he came along and went, oh, I didn't finish off that wall, and got a wet paintbrush and went all over it and made a new mess to clean up. Grrr. Look, this is looking better as well. We're trying to get all the worst of it up before bringing the hoover down, because I have broken hoovers before. This looks like some art installation. This art installation we paid a fortune for. Anyhow, let's do an update. We've just eaten lunch here. I've cleaned lots of the floor, not all of it, because there's still some plastering to do. But look, here's an update. This wall. Going to do a bit more over here tomorrow. And over here, Steve said, I absolutely can't face anymore today, which I understand. It's back breaking. It's so intensive. But look, let me come around this way. So here, up the side of the cooker there, and it's been filled in at the side there as well, so that's good. All into the old stone sink that I've also just cleaned, because there was an awful lot sitting in that sink. So I did it with a scraper and into a bucket, then dustpan and brush. And then when we're ready to hoover this room, that will be done as well. And then Steve used the last of the barrow that was mixed up to do around the base of this wall. And then also filling in more bits where the wall had been chopped out for the electric cables. So there's such deep crevices that anytime there's bits and pieces left over, you just put a bit more on and slowly build up the layers, and then it has a chance to dry, and then you put another layer on, and so on. But the Great Hall is mostly done as well. So we are getting there. I think we're just about to go to town and go in the DIY shop, our second home, and look for paint. And finding paint in France is very expensive, as most building materials and anything to do with renovation is so expensive here. Even basic things like screws cost an absolute fortune, bizarrely. But yes, we're going to go and look for paint, and for a change for us, we're going to look for a ready mixed colour. We normally mix all of our own colours, but in this instance, we think it would be easier and quicker to get a ready mixed one. So I may have an opportunity when we get back potentially to show you what colours we got. We'll see.